कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गाथा शिवस्ति गौर भक्त बिंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गाथा शिवस्ति गौर भक्त बिंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गाथा शिवस्ति गौर भक्त बिंद। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is a Tuesday. It is 9th of September. It is Padmanabha Masa or Ashwini Masa, Krishna Paksham and the Vidya Tithi. So there are no events in the calendar. So we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so demigods are offering their praise to the Supreme Lord. So within that sequence, so yesterday they were glorifying the Lord, that glorifying and also their inability to carry out their functions cooperatively or concertedly. तत्ते वयं लोकसुरक्षयाभ्यात् त्वयानुसुष्टाः शिबिरात्मभिः स्म सर्वे वियुक्ताः स्वीविहारतन्त्रं न शक्नुम न शक्नुमः तत्प्रतिहर्तवेदे न शक्नुमः. So their inability, they do not have, they are not capable enough without the mercy of the Lord to carry out their functions. तत्प्रतिहर्तवेदे. So in such a way, they are putting their inability to carry out their function because of they have taken birth one after another in due course of time by the influence of material nature. Triviratmabhi Hisma Vaya Anusrushtaha. So likewise, they have been glorifying the Lord for the mercy of the Lord so that they can carry out their functions. So further, demigods are offering their praise about the food grains. So here, so they are mentioning that all the living entities, they enjoy the food grains uh, which are by the mercy of the Lord. So again, Lord provides all kinds of necessities to the all the living entities. So here, demigods are offering praise. Oh my God, you supply everything. At that time, when you supply, we take it and we offer it to you, and also we offer it to all other living entities as well. So in such a way, everyone will be happy. Likewise, they are glorifying the Lord with regards to the necessities, food grains like that, and also food grains for the Lord, and also for the demigods and all other living entities. So we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 5, and verse number 49. यावद्बलिं तेजहरामकाले यथा वयं चान्नमदाम यत्र यतो भयेषान्त इमे हि लोका बलिं हरन्तोन्न मदन्ति अनुहाः. Yavat bhalim teja harama kale. Yavat bhalim. So as it yavat is as it may be. Balim is the offerings. Balim te. So your Aja is the your unborn, unborn one. Harama kale. So we shall offer at the right time. Yavat bhalim te Aja harama kale. We shall offer all these offerings to you at right point of right time. Yata vayam chana madama yatra. As much as vayam, we have got these grains. Vayam cha annam. Annam is the food grains. Yata vayam chanam adama yatra. And adama is we shall partake. Yatra whereupon. Yavat bhalim te aja haramakale yata vayam channa madamayatra. So this is as much as whatever we have got, the food grains. Whenever we take food grains, we offer it to you, O dear Lord, as much as is available. Likewise. Yata ubhayesham. So yata ubhayesham. As much as, again, ubhayesham, both for you and for us. Yata ubhayesham ta imehi loka. And all these image, these certainly lokaha, living entities, lokaha, balim, and offerings. And harantaha, while offering, annam adanti anuhaha. Annam is the grains again. Adanti eat, anuhaha, without disturbance. So whatever, as much as we have got these food grains, first of all, we offer it to you, and then we share, we partake it, and also we share it with all other living entities. So in such a way, they are glorifying the Lord. Yavat bhalim tej harama kale yata vayam channa madama yatra. Yeto ubhayesham ta imehi loka balim haranto annam adanti anuhaha. So translation for this shloka. O unborn one, please enlighten us regarding the ways and means by which we can offer you all enjoyable grains and commodities, so that both we and our other living entities in this world can maintain ourselves without disturbance and can easily accumulate the necessities of life, both for you and for ourselves. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request Devash Prabhuji to read the purport, please?
Krishna Prabhu. Develop consciousness uh, begin from the human form of life and further increase in the form of the demigods living in higher planets. The earth is situated almost in the middle of the universe, and the human form of life is the intermediate stage between the life and the demigod and that of the demon. The planetary system above the earth are especially meant for higher intellectuals called demigods. They are called demigods because although their standard of life is far more advanced in culture, enjoyment, luxury, beauty, education, and duration of life, they are always fully God conscious. God conscious. Such demigods are always ready to render service to Supreme Lord because they are perfectly aware of the fact that every living entity is constitutionally an eternal subordinate servitor of the Lord. They also know that it is the Lord only who can maintain all living entities with all the necessities of life. The Vedic hymns echo, echo Brahman yo Vedanti Karman ta eham enam abroman ayatantna parajati yasmin patra Patrastita Aman Adaman. Sorry, bro, wrongly straight. It is a confirmed that the truth of Bhagavad Gita also the Lord is mentioned as Bhukta Path or the maintenance of all living entities. The modern theory that um, starvation is due to an increase of population is not accepted by the demigods or the devotees of the Lord. The devotees or the demigods are fully aware that the Lord can maintain any number of living entities, provided they are conscious of how to eat. If they want to eat like ordinary animal who have no God consciousness, then they must live in starvation, poverty, and want, like the jungle animals in the forest. The jungle animals are also maintained by the Lord with their respective foodstuffs, but they are not advanced in God consciousness. Similarly, human beings are provided with food, grain, vegetables, fruits, milk by the grace of the Lord. But it is the duty of the human being to acknowledge the mercy of the Lord as a matter of gratitude. They should feel obliged to the Lord for their supply of the food stuff, and they must first offer him food in sacrifice, and then part, partake of the remains. In Bhagavad Gita 3.13, it is confirmed that one who takes foodstuff after performance of the sacrifice eats real food for proper maintenance of the body and soul. But one who cooks for himself and does not perform sacrifice eats only lump of sin in the shape of foodstuff. Such sinful eating can never make one happy or free from scarcity. Um, Famine is not due to an increase in population as less intelligent economics thinks. When human society is grateful to Lord for all his gift for the maintenance of the living entities, then there is certainly no necessity, no scarcity or want in society. But when men unaware of intrinsic value of such a gift from the Lord, surely they are in want. A person who has no God consciousness may live in opulence for the time being due to his past various acts, but if one forgets his relationship with the Lord, certainly he must await the stage of starvation by the law of powerful material nature. One cannot escape the vigilance of the powerful material nature unless he leads a God consciousness or devotional life. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hari Bol.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. So here, especially Prabhupada is describing here the subsistence, how the living entities can subsist, and the different grades of the living entities in this universe. So our body, human bodies and living entities on the earth, their bodies are densed with lots of earth and water. That is the main thing. And little bit, if we see some of the living entities in the water, their bodies are little bit waterish, like the jellyfish, like that. And every living entity has to subsist on something, some kind of food grains. But the consciousness, the subsistence is different, but consciousness is different. So here, developed consciousness begins from the human form of life and further increases in the form of demigods living in higher planets. Okay, so likewise, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, likewise. So, and then Brahmaloka or Satyaloka. Brahma is the highest, he has got highest intelligence in this universe. He is the creator, secondary creator. So the earth is the situated in almost in the middle of the universe, and the human form of life is the immediate stage between the life of demigods and that of the demons. So demons means who are demons? So uh, Vishnu Bhakta Smritadaiva Asuraha Tad Viparyaha. And these demons always trying to gratify their senses. They are called simply demons. As simple as that. Who are surrendering themselves to the Supreme Lord, engaged in the devotional service to Vishnu or Krishna, they are demigods. Everyone else are demons. And planet systems above the earth are especially meant for higher intellectuals called demigods. They are they're called demigods because although their standard of life is far more advanced in culture, enjoyment, luxury, beauty, education, and duration of life, they're always fully God conscious. They know that as soon as they get a problem, they will go to the Vishnu and then offer their prayers at the banks of Milk Ocean. And then Lord will say, okay, in due course of time, I will appear. I will please bear for some time. In due course of time, I will appear and remove your problems. Likewise, so if they have got problem, they immediately go to the Vishnu there. Whereas the demons, they will try to fulfill their or try to solve the problem by them personal endeavor. That is the demonic way, so by their personal strength. So here, they're always fully God consciousness. They understand it. The universe is running under His control. Maya Jakshana Prakritihi Suite Sacharacharam. And such demigods are always ready to render service to the Supreme Lord because they are perfectly aware of the fact of that every living entity is constitutionally and eternally subordinate servitor of the Lord. That's why whenever we meet the devotees, immediately if we are discussing any problems and it is everything is Krishna, He knows everything. So we simply carry out our duties. Likewise, they speak about it. And sometimes even the people when they are in problems or troubles, they also say for the sake of okay, everything is God's wish, whatever it is. So even though they are not devotees yet, but still they also know that everything is depending on the Lord like that. So most of the people they constitutionally understand their part and parcel of the Godhead, and uh, it is running everything under His jurisdiction. And subordinate servitor of the Lord. But some people they do not engage. Most people they do not engage themselves in the devotional service. Very few people engage, even though they know it. And they also know that it is the Lord only who can maintain all living entities with all the necessities of life. The Vedic hymns, Eko Bahunam Yog Vidhati Kaman. The Lord, even though He is one, He expands into many. Tayenam Abhruvan Abhruvan Ayatanam Naha Ayatanam Naha. So and then Prajanati Yasmin Pratisthita Annam Adami. This is so Vedic hymn he maintains all the living entities. But Lord is the only one, He maintains everything. So this is the coming from this particular shloka. And here Lord also Bhotabhrut. The Lord is mentioned is the Bhotabhrut or the maintainer of all living entities. In the Bhokta, that is one shloka is the Bhoktaram Vijnatapasam Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suhridam Sarvabhotanam Jnatva Mam Santi Mruchati. So Suhridam Sarvabhotanam, He is the well-wisher of all the living. He provides all the food grains. And the Krishna says, Annad bhavanti bhutani padjanyad anna sambhavaha yajnad bhavati padjanyo yajna karma samudbhavaha. All the living entities, they subsist on the food grains, which are produced from the rains. Rains are produced from performance of yajna, and yajna is born of the prescribed duties. Yajna karma samudbhavaha. And so, because of that reason, so we need to offer all these food grains to the Supreme Lord. So otherwise, we eat only the sin. Yajnasista sinaha santo mutyante sarvakil vishaihi bhujante te tvagam papa ye pachanti atma karanat. If we are not offering to the Lord, we are simply eating only the sin. So bhujante te tva agam papa. Agam papa ye pachanti atma karanat. Whoever is cooking only for themselves, atma karanat. That is, they are eating only the sin. And the modern theory that the starvation is due to an increase in population is not accepted by demigods or the devotees of the Lord. So this is true because in this world we know there is lots of food is there, but people of one or two greedy people who are controlling the nations, or some people, greedy people, a group of greedy people. Because of them, they make everyone to suffer, and then they do not give. If people are starving with the food, without food, and then they, even if they're trying to come there, some people make shoot them. So because they are demons, they do not have mercy on them because of the greediness, because of something else. And other people also have got some kind of greediness. They want to take. It is everything, actions and reactions keep on going on. And then people who take birth there, they would see the hellish life. Who will take birth there? Who doesn't engage themselves in the spiritual path? So here, the devotees or demigods are fully aware that the Lord can maintain any number of living entities, provided they are conscious of how to eat. Conscious of how to eat. If they want to eat like ordinary animals who have no God consciousness, then they must live in starvation, poverty, and want, like jungle animals in the forest. But jungle animals are also maintained by the Lord with their respective footsteps, but they are not advanced in God consciousness. So similarly, human beings are provided with food, grains, vegetables, fruits, and milk by the grace of the Lord. But it is the duty of a human beings to acknowledge the mercy of the Lord. So this is why we have humans have got Panch Mahayajnas. This is called, one has to reap. He is indebted to the five people: Deva, Rishi, Bhota, Apta, Pitrus. The five people, demigods and rishis. For demigods, they supply the necessities, controlling the rains, like that. And then rishis, they have given all kinds of literatures for ourselves to educate ourselves. Who are we and why we are here, giving the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Itihasas, Puranas, Upanishads. This is the Vedic literature, and also it contains alphabets, um, everything else, how to speak, how to pronounce the words, the speaking also we have learned from the rishis itself, and because it has come down from them, and we are having the schools and everything, but we are using for our sense gratification purposes. We are not engaging whatever we have learned, even the speaking, we are not engaging that one to the in the service of the Lord. That is again sinful activity. So this is indebtedness to the rishis, and then bhutas, panchabhutas. This is earth, water, fire, and then wind and space. So these are all having again controlling deities as well. So this body is made up of these panchabhutas. We are indebted to those panchabhutas as well. We are not the body. We have to give up this one. We are temporarily using it as a rented body. That is the both. And then after the relatives and the friends. So in the family, we have got sometimes the mother side family, father side family, the brothers, sisters. This is aptas, very close relatives, apta, and then pitrus, forefathers. They have given body to ourselves. So one has to repay their debts to these all the five different kinds of people. But whoever is yes, sarvatmana saranam saranyam, gato mukundam parihritya kartam, na ayam king, na ayam kinkuru runi charajan. But whoever is surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is not indebted to these five living entities. He is not, but here otherwise he has to perform this Panch Mahayajnas. That is to acknowledge the mercy of the Lord. As a matter of gratitude, they should feel obliged to the Lord for their supply of food, and they must first offer him to food in sacrifice and then partake of the remnants, take the prasadam. And Prabhupada mentions that if you are to eat food, do not eat food. You eat only prasadam. That is, eat, that is, partake of the remnants. So this is in the Bhagavad Gita 3.13. So it is mentioned that one who takes food step after the performance of sacrifice eats real food for proper maintenance of the body and soul. But one who cooks for himself and does not perform any sacrifice eats only the lumps of sin in the shape of foodstuffs. This is Yajna Yajñasistasinaha santo mutyante sarvakilbishaihi. It is a sanctified food if it is offered in the sacrifice to the Yajna Purusha. And then for if otherwise he is eating the lump of sin in the shape of foodstuff. Such sinful eating can never make one happy or free from scarcity So it is always sinful eating. And famine is not due to the increase in population as less intelligent economists think. When the human society is grateful to the Lord for all his gifts for the maintenance of the living entities, then there is certainly no scarcity or want in society. So here, when we go to the temple, there are so many people will come and everyone will get a prasadam. There is no uh, scarcity there. So whoever goes there, they will have some prasadam, of course, in the right time. So again, here in the demigods are also mentioning here in the right time, harama kale, during the in the appropriate time. But when the men are unaware of this intrinsic value of such gifts from the Lord, surely they are in want. A person who has no God conscience may live in opulence for the time being due to past virtuous acts. But if one forgets his relationship with the Lord, certainly he must avoid the stage of starvation by the law of the powerful material nature. So in the temple we go, different people they offer to the Lord different kinds of donations and charity. Other people are somewhere there. But when the prasadam is made, it is equal to everyone. It is equal to everyone. There is no starvation, there is no discrimination. So, and then here, one cannot escape the vigilance of the powerful nature unless he leads a God conscious or devotional life. When in the temple there is prasadam is given, if everyone knows that, why everyone are not going to the temple? It's kind of a question to them. Because again, they are put up by the powerful material nature in particular conditions. Okay, so likewise here demigods are offering their prayers that, my dear Lord, we offer the food grains to yourself and for ourselves and to the all other living entities. So likewise, without a disturbance, we maintain ourselves. That is yavat bhalim tej harama kale yata vayam chanam adama yatra yeto ubhayesham yeto ubhayesham ta imehi loka bhalim harantanna madanti anuhaha. Okay, likewise, they are offering their praise to the Lord. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. We shall move to Srila Prabhupada's letter, to today letter to Tirthapada, November 13th, 1970, Bombay. Can I request any unallocated devotee to read this letter, please? Um, Hare Krishna. Jagrita Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. You
Would
told me to read?
would you like to read half of it, Mataji, and then we'll give half to someone else?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
My dear Tirthapada, please accept my blessing and offer the same to all the devotees of our Sydney temple. I am glad to receive your letter dated 14th October. Have noted the contents. The test of preaching ability is wherever, sorry, preaching ability is the whether one is making some disclips or not. So it appears that your preaching is going on nicely nicely the standard of purity which I have introduced the Krishna consciousness movement will give you the real spiritual strength needed to preach. If you will simply stick to your principle, you will gain the respect of the whole world, and our preaching work will successful. Prabhuji, you want me to read the next paragraph?
Yes, Mataji, please go on.
Yeah. Okay. Please maintain the program of the temple worship, distributes of prasadam, Sankirtana party, is restriction of uh, literature, literature study and Krishna work all in order and make everything as nice as possible. The school, college, and university student are very respective to this moment. So we must present them with an excellent example. They they are very intelligent and bad experience has taught them to be a sorry, was that Prabhuji? Cautious?
Cautious.
Cautious. Okay. Cautious. So if you keep all your program to the standard as I have already in, introduced in so many ways, so many ways, then they will easily become certified that this is the real way of life for any intelligent person. Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna,
Yes.
Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Meena Mataji, would you like to finish, Mataji, the rest of last paragraph? Meena Mataji.
Oh, sorry, you asked me. Okay, thank you. I heard from Upendra, and he seems enthusiastic about opening the Fiji Center. Our Krishna consciousness movement is flourishing all over the world by the grace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and I am receiving uh, reports and full invitations from all over the world for our movement. Now it is up to you to keep on working uh, vigorously in the service of the Lord, and because He is seated within your heart, He will reveal from within all necessary intelligence for you to further extend your living devotional service to Him. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Okay, P.S. I have seen the news cutting, and I am very glad that Upendra and and are now married happily in Krishna consciousness. Please offer them my full blessing to work together in mutual cooperation for advancing Krishna consciousness. However, in future, if you kindly take sanctions for such marriages beforehand, that will be in proper way. ACBDS. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Jagriti Tanna Mataji and Meena Mataji. Any reflections? Jagriti Tanna Mataji, yourself first.
Yeah, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Only little bit I can. What stuck in my mind is Srila Prabhupada said is we can, when you go to college, university, have very simply to make them have a basic standard to make them understand. If we present it very nicely, like the easy way, and that way is a student can think is this is the Krishna consciousness, they can follow easily. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Very nice. Meena Mataji, you want to add any reflections from your side?
Yes, Prabhuji, like in Upendra, Prabhuji has like opened the center, I think, in the Fiji. So, and then Prabhupada is saying that Krishna conscious movement is like flourishing everywhere, like due to the like mercy, like to the grace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and like and Prabhupada was getting invitation all over, like all over the world about like so yeah, so it's this was something he had mentioned. And he also Prabhupada is mentioned that Lord is seated everyone hearted, so yeah, so he, because he's sitting everybody's heart, so he will give you intelligence to like to further like to do your service, or loving extent, like to do the service. And yeah, and also mentioned that they was married between Upendra and Upendra Prabhuji and giving their blessing, and yeah, so they can work together. But in future, they said, like Prabhupada has mentioned, that take sanction for such marriage beforehand, like yeah. So there's something here. So yeah, so that is the main point. Is like all over the world, like grace of Chaitanya Prabhu, this consciousness movement is spreading all over the world, and Prabhupada is invited as well. So yeah, something on my take whatever I read. Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, any other takeaway points or comments, dear devotees, you wanted to add? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So again, Prabhupada is mentioning the test of preaching abilities, whether one is making some disciples or not. So that is the test Prabhupada is mentioning here. And then the purity is the force in which Krishna consciousness movement that Prabhupada has introduced. That is the real spiritual strength needed to preach. What we need to do? Simply stick to the principles, then you will gain the respect of the whole world and our preaching work will be successful. That is the essential point. And Prabhupada is mentioning that preaching in the so university students are very receptive to this movement. School, college, and university students. We must present them with excellent examples. And they're very intelligent and bad experience has taught them to be cautious. So if you keep all your programs to standard as I have already instructed in so many ways, then they will easily become satisfied with this. The real way of life for any intelligent person. Sumedasaha. Yajnehi sankirtana prayehi yajantihi sumedasaha for the intelligent persons. So nowadays people in this age it is very difficult to trust each other. It is very difficult to trust each other. So when people are not able to trust, when we present Krishna consciousness, how pure it is and how people are nice, then certainly they will take to it. But people, if they do not know from the outside, they think that if these people are also like that, they cannot enter into consciousness. So we have to present this Krishna consciousness properly to the intelligent class, that is in the schools, colleges, universities, like that Prabhupada is mentioning. Okay, so and also Prabhupada is very happy with the Krishna conscious movement flourishing all over the world by the grace of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so one must engage rigorously in the service of the Lord, and He will give the enough intelligence. Dadami buddhi yogam tam ye namam upayanti te. And then He will orchestrate. So everything is already there, but it is our duty whether we want it to be part of that success or not. It is our choice. Things will manifest automatically by the grace of the Lord. Okay, so that is my takeaway from these reflections as well. It is from Srila Prabhupada's letter and from the announcements point of view. So today, Tuesday, we have got preaching practice session. So it is at 8 o'clock by Asha Mataji. Okay, at 8 p.m. That is our upcoming event. And dear devotees, if you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything, kindly share. Hare Krishna.
So Hare Krishna Prabhuji, just small question. So like in pulpit, so somebody like vegetarian, but they don't offer, but still they think like that.
Yes, that is also sin.
Okay, even the vegetarian.
Vegetarian also sin. Unknowingly, we are also taking the plants and
Yeah,
sometimes
because they have also have plant has also have
yeah, we need to show the gratitude to the Lord.
mm,
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Just a little invitation to everyone that this Sunday, we have the fruit picking, we're picking up the fruits from the temple, all the temple trees, apple, pears, and everything. So anyone wants to join, feel free. And it's between 10 and 12. So please come along and pick all the fruits from the temple. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for updating that one.
so in temple tree in fruit.
Yes, Mataji, all the trees in the temple, which has been planted by the devotees as well. So all the apples, pears, plums, we're going to collect them this Sunday.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So I'm just asking that the fruit from the so they have fruit inside, like growing fruit we have to pick up like that.
Yeah, the temple trees, all the
Yeah.
ripe fruit we'll pick from the temple trees.
Okay. They are selling yeah.
No, we're not selling, Mataji. We're not selling. We're just picking and giving it to passing it kitchen.
No. Passing to who?
Kitchen. That they will prepare for the Krishna's prasadam. Like they will make some last time they make apple pie and all the other fruits, dessert and all this. Mataji.
No, not we are selling, but they are selling like some vegetables like that. I said they will sell
That's vegetable, that's not fruit, Mataji. We're not selling fruits. We are just
in temple they never sell the fruits. Okay, so they use in temple only kitchen. Okay, but they sell like spinach and like that. So I thought this time they might selling that as well.
Hare Krishna Mataji, just wanted to add, because they are able to sell vegetables because, there's a big farm in the Holland farm and there's a big area to produce in a larger quantity. So they're able to sell. But what Devashish Prabhu is talking about is the trees around the temple. They have apples, plums, and pears and all that. So they are not cultivated in a large area. It's around the temple only. So behind beside Tulsi Maharani, there are some trees like apple trees. So a few years back we picked up apples and then we gave it to the bakery section. They prepare, as Prabhu mentioned, apple pie and all that. So it's not a large quantity, so they don't sell it as fruits itself, but offer it to the kitchen, and they offer it to the deities, and then maybe some in kind of processed bakery items and all.
Okay.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know whether that apple is from, I mean, cultivated from the tree here or anywhere. You wouldn't know that, but just, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mataji, for clarifying.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
So
Krishna.
please come along, whoever can. We got the Shri Prabhu have wrote me yesterday to let us our Sangha know as also. If anyone interested, please come along. Our garden group, whoever joins the garden group as well. So it'll be fun, and the kids are welcome as well. So please come along. Very good.
Sorry, Prabhuji, that means we can pick up from the tree and give it to the kitchen, right?
Not everyone, you cannot just go anytime and pick up. There's the particular time the temple
I
has.
know, is a Sunday or wherever time, or whatever
Yeah,
time you
yeah.
just mentioned.
This Sunday, Mataji, between 10 and 12, we're going to do that. So
Okay.
if you want to
And
join, promote the note.
okay, and you have sorry, you said you have a group for that.
Yeah, we have a gardening group. Yes, Mataji.
Okay, can you add me, Prabhuji? Maybe it's my daughter or somebody if they want to come.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just, see us on Sunday. Sunday, then we'll add you up. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Very well, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji. So it is going to be fun to pick the fruits from the trees. Okay, so that is from the updates. Okay, if you are happy, we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः अनन्तकोटिवैष्णववृन्द की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद
Ki jai. Hare
Krishna conscious everyone.